Good morning, Wonder Women of the world. Welcome, amazing achievement this week. This is the community update and the new Hackathon challenge announcement for 1 million women to tech's Summer of Code. Welcome, everybody, and good morning. Today, I have community update for you on August 10, 2018. And afterwards, I will also share with you the new hackathon challenges. Are you ready? Are you ready? From whereabout in the whole world are you from? Hello, ladies. Oh my gosh, great turnout. First of all, I wanted to tell you what happened last week a little bit and what's upcoming. So first of all, thank you all who told us about this WordPress spam looking email. I am happy to report that it was not a hack, so nobody got access to your data or our servers. However, it was a spider that found some unlisted pages and went in and sent messages. And what our WordPress servers do is if you receive a private message, it sends you an email with the content of that. And so we turned off the ability for the spiders to find these websites. Actually, we turned off these unlisted sites altogether. But please know that the content of it is spam, so please ignore. Thank you for everybody who posted in the Global Sock community, and especially the kindness. I just wanted to thank you so much, because please know that we are all volunteers here. So for us to, solve these problems, it just, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And what I wanted to emphasize is the qualities of truth and kindness, these two values. It's very important to share the truth. If there is a problem, we want to acknowledge that, and I thank you for it. If you do it with kindness, then we are more eager to help, and it keeps our motivation as volunteers going. So please always use both. Kindness without truth, just being nicey, but actually letting things fall to the side is not good either. It's wishy-washy. But truth without kindness is so hurtful. It breaks our hearts because we stay up late, we work on the weekends, and we want to see you succeed. So please consider that, and thank you everybody who received it. I just wanted to show you what an awesome community we have. And then in the end we said, Mara Catalina said, no spiders, ha ha ha. So now you're fine. Thank you so much. The next thing that I wanted to tell you is many of you received this DIY access email. I wanted to tell you that you shouldn't worry. If you're a gold or VIP member, of course you still have your gold and VIP login, but what happened is so many DIYers didn't have access to the member portal that we triggered this sort of to send it to everybody. And I'm happy to report that the DIY access went from 3,000 to 9,800 because of this. So I apologize that it sent you so many emails, but it worked. So please accept that. The other thing I wanted to tell you, however, and thank you for whoever let us know that, unfortunately, it seems that Kartra stores passwords in plain text. We did not know this, and we're very scared. So right now we are in discussion with Kartra to see if they can change it, and if not, we will have to migrate immediately away from it. The other problem with Kartra is right now, if you've been watching the updates, we don't have a way to permission mentors to access this is for certification, your code for the certification without also gaining access to everyone's private information. So then again, it's a Kartra permission problem, and right now we have 154 files, tickets that we couldn't yet service because of this. So just wanted to give you an update that we're working on it, and it's very good, and thank you that you uploaded it, and that you don't worry, because we are considering and finding the best way to support you. I know. I think what happened, to be honest, is Kartra they dog food their own product, but only for the email and the marketing. And whenever we file something in the help desk, it's very strange. They're using a separate help desk from their own. So they aren't dog fooding, they aren't using their own product, and it's not being developed. We also had some other technical issues with them, but On the other hand, it worked really well, and we were able to start the Summer of Code at this scale, which we didn't expect. And so for that, I'm actually very grateful, for the system overall to work and to be able to communicate with all of you. So that's the positive side. Okay. There were some other things as well, I think, around the, oh yes, help desk. Dear Gold members, this is very important. Please tell each other on the Gold channels, and we will say it again. You have access to a help desk function. If you have billing questions, right now we're prioritizing refunds and billing problems because we need to choose our battles. So if you send email, we actually don't monitor those very well. I apologize, so we're catching up. But the way to get immediate refunds and upgrades is to, actually the upgrades, the best thing to do is to cancel the old one and get a new one. But if you need any sort of billing help in the help desk, there is a billing section. We very quickly answer those. Like, we make a priority every single day to start with those, because we want to make sure that you have a trust with us. And also, if you bought it as a present for somebody else, you feel confident in doing it. And in the end, if they didn't want it, we have no questions asked, money back guarantee for the membership. So it's, we want to make sure that you know that that's the way to get help. The other thing is, we only need 2,000 Gold members to fund the whole nonprofit for a year, and it can service about 1 million do-it-yourselfers. So we have about 380 Gold members so far. If you know anybody else for whom it's not a problem, please invite them. Next one, the volunteer applications will open soon. I hope it's okay if I say this. We talked about this in the volunteer group, the leadership committee. We want to wait until Mercury is out of retrograde before we open the volunteer applications. So Mercury retrograde is over, I believe, on the 19th or 18th or 19th of August. So we said the application we need to open on the 20th of August. We want to give you in advance what it will look like, so that if you're busy during that week, because we only have a 1-week application window, then perhaps you could prepare between now and then. So, Christine Raffo, our wonderful volunteer and part of the leadership committee, made these slides. I think, can we give her a round of applause? These are amazing. She said, Wonder Women equals input, time, and passion. If passion is true and time is true, then join the team, else stay wonderful. So wonderful coding here. And what you need is passion for the cause. You do need commitment and expertise and willingness to learn. How you can prepare is, this week we ask you that you familiarize yourself with the 24 assets framework and philosophy. There is specifically a book on it. Oh, lots of. There is a book on it called 24 Assets. I have a physical version. I also have audio version and Kindle version. This is really, really important because it can take us from a community to an organization that can actually achieve the mission of providing free education, coding education, to 1 million women by 2020. So the whole organization will run on it. So it's very easy English. It's very simple. Please make sure you study this philosophy and reflect on where you want to help out. We also request that you watch the 9 a.m. videos every day, preferably live. But if you're watching the replay, that's okay too. But that's where we will be sharing as many community updates as possible. And number 3 is what you can expect. What can you get out of it? Well, you'll be part of an elite group of women. I hope you already feel that. We will offer you a volunteer certificate. Not if you apply, but if you apply, you get in and you prove yourself. We can offer you a Gold membership if you do well. And I was thinking, if you're already a Gold member but you would like to volunteer, we could offer you an extra Gold membership that you could give away to somebody, for example. Same to VIPers. And you can get work experience in a global, remote, and frankly all women work environment. So this is unique. As a software engineer, this is so refreshing and new to myself as well. Normally, I'm the only woman in the room if it's engineering itself, and it's really beautiful to see that it's possible. We are proving that this model is possible. So what to do? Please watch the Monday 20th of August announcement. That's when we will share the link for applications. But until then, you can prepare what in most companies it's called a pain letter. The company will post its pains, and then you write a letter on how you would solve them. We thought that the word pain letter is not very nice, so we're calling it the passion letter. We would like you to write a short 500-word passion letter on how you would solve one of the rapid action steps that is listed within the 24 assets. So we created a list for you that describes the 24 assets and how we will implement this in 1 Million Women to Tech. And so I think there are 27 rapid action steps broken down by the 7 groups. So you could pick one of them that resonates with you the most and see what kind of passion you would apply and how you would make it a reality, let's say in 90 days or less. I'm going to put this link here to the community update into the YouTube video so that you can actually click through it, and then when you come to the 24 assets, you can prepare yourself. We will have 7 role descriptions, so the 7 roles correspond to the 7 groups in this framework of the 24 assets: funding, culture, systems, product, market, branding, and IP. Oops, you can't see it, sorry, that's better. Please know that all of them will involve technology as well, given that we are a technology nonprofit teaching technology. And so most of the time in these groups, we will be focusing on building technology, systems, and procedures so that it can run without requiring any single person, including myself. Okay, now if we're ready for the hackathon challenges, I'd like to tell you 2 hackathon challenges, the monthly and the weekly. So month 2 is quite exciting. I will push up the content, but the main point is that the Oxford University Theology faculty would like to create a grant application to visualize this text, this electronic text. This is the Corpus Thomisticum, which is St. Thomas Aquinas's writings. So he is considered sort of the Einstein, I think, of Christian theology. And he wrote about 1 paper's worth of material every single day for about 30 years. So his work is like, it fills, a whole, more than a whole bookshelf, maybe a small library. It was the very first digital humanities project, in fact, in 1946. Before really computers, even were a thing, there was a priest who convinced IBM to digitize the Corpus Thomisticum. It was the first digital humanities project. It's really fabulous. And the way it is, so the hard work has been done for you. The text has been digitized. The problem is, however, that it's very outdated and it's just plain text. So all you can do is navigate via hyperlinks. And the idea for the hackathon is quite open-ended in the sense that you can decide how you would like to visualize it. The request is that it be exciting and it be visually appealing. And this is why they came to us, because it's not very difficult to find software engineers to do data science, but many of them don't have any creativity and they don't have an aesthetic sense. And so the question is, can you please explore this text and suggest visualizations that could be exciting and appealing? Of course, if you have a faith connection, that's wonderful as well. And we can say that the top 3 people who will submit suggestions will be called back to work with the Oxford University theology faculty in submitting this grant proposal. And if the grant proposal is approved, which we think most likely it will be, then it will also provide a paid remote job opportunity for the person to implement what they actually suggested. Okay, so this is our first trial and attempt. I apologize that I don't have lots of details about it. I can ask the professor who is running this project to come and speak to us next week. So if you could until then collect all your questions, that would be fabulous. The second hackathon is the weekly hackathon. It's a repeat of week 1. We would like you to do the continent counter in JavaScript. So if you've done it in Python, you have a huge advantage. And if you're new, then we will push up the questions for you shortly after this video. So continent counter is the Civilization 3 game. And within that, we would like a small program from you that counts the size of the continent that you are standing on in this game. Okay, thank you very much. Actually, this is quite exciting. Maybe just a quick recap here. I would like to emphasize our values: kindness and truth and global unity. So the kindness and truth we talked about. The global unity I would like to talk about. I can't wait for our WordPress site and our own site to be ready so we can move away from Kartra. But even until then, if we can stay together as a global community, I would emphasize that, because there is a need for local support, and I fully acknowledge that, and we would love to work with other organizations who are providing local coding education, local in-person groups. On the other hand, the strength for women and the women's rights movement and our economic empowerment is multiplied with every single person who joins, because the greater our numbers are, the more seriously corporations, and let's face it, even policymakers such as the UN and so on, take us. And so I really request all of you who are doing the DIYers and you're supporting each other, you are amazing. You're so wonderful. Please, please, please make sure that you are also included and you come to the official channels. And the official channels are our Discord channel. And the way to get to the Discord channel is through the membership portals. So if you have not yet gotten into the membership portal, make sure you go through the DIY page, you watch the onboarding webinar, and then at the end you join the DIY program. It will trigger automatically it will trigger for you the access. All right, I'm very happy to take questions now. And I mean, huge success to all of you. We have covered this week, while the questions are coming in, we have practically wrote our own sentiment analyzer. And even though it is somewhat simplistic, in reality, we went through the whole process of getting our data, exploring our data, hypothesizing different parameters and hyperparameters, training our model, predicting the outcomes, and then checking for errors, and we've invalidated it. So we've done real machine learning this week. Mona Al-Khatib, what is the time frame for the monthly hackathon to submit? So what we would like to do is we'd like to give you 4 weeks. That's a very good question. We would like to give you 4 weeks for the month too. So deadline, let's say, is the week 8th, Friday, 9 a.m. cutoff. I have the feeling, though, that it's a good idea to submit no matter what, because this is probably going to become something ongoing. So if you have creativity or visual skills, and you find some way of interacting with this text, then I have a feeling that the professor is going to reach out to you and probably invite you into the grant writing process. So I would say use this month to explore and to make suggestions, or maybe even try to do some basic visualizations. And then I have the feeling that it will, probably maybe you'll have even another month to write the grant proposal together. And then once the grant is given, I assume probably it's a 1 to 2 year paid sort of research work. And it would be very nice on your resume, because then you can say, I worked with Oxford University, I've done this project, this data visualization. I think you can gain a lot of benefit from it if data visualization is kind of your thing. And the deadline for this is week 5, Friday, 9 a.m. By the way, I love the slide visual. Thank you, Rox. This is one of our volunteers. Amazing. Which will of course improve over time, but we wanted to just start at least somewhere. I should put the link to this so that those who are interested might. So we set it up so that anybody can view, and you can also comment on it. So if you have comments, again, please, kindness and truth, but you can insert comments onto this slide. So if you have questions, of course you'll have lots of questions, then we can respond. And in the volunteer slides, you can click through and read about our plans. The box is open. Just a website design or NATK data of the words kind of thing. Do I need to relearn Latin? Ash, you are fabulous. Yeah, I had the similar questions. I don't think you have to relearn Latin now. I believe they also have the, yes, of course, Latin is the original, absolutely. I think you don't have to relearn Latin. You can do it. It's a little bit difficult in some ways, because how do you decide how deeply to go? No, I don't want to translate. What I was trying to find is there was a very good drop-down menu where you could dig into the index. I hope it's not just available in the Editio. So to answer your question, I would say just maybe not even, like website design is one thing, but what if you came up with something more revolutionary, like some VR, like flying through the text, or something that is like really truly bringing this text into our world, or a mobile app. But the mobile app, everybody has a mobile app now, so I think it's a good start. Like that would be a good suggestion, but perhaps we can do more than just that. I understand that it's very deeply nested. Why can I do, where is the index on this? Maybe I'll just call the professor to come with us. If you find it, there was one, I remember when I looked at this a month ago, there was a very nice sort of drill down, drop down, maybe the tabula. Okay, so but it also has the, this is just the images, but it also has a plain text version. I think it would be nice to do something with the plain text version as well. So if you can do something with the NLTK and then visualize those, I think that would be very valid. I haven't done the academic research on this, to be honest, so you might need to do a bit of digital humanities / data science on the corpus Thomisticum research before you get started, because some people might have already started processing this text. Yeah, I think you need to do some data exploration first, to be honest, and then come up with suggestions. I do know that Professor Pinsent would love to do some kind of, like the way he described it is, when you go through this text, it's so big, you sometimes don't know where you are. It's a little bit like being an ant inside a cathedral. You just keep going left and right, but you don't exactly see the whole picture. And so I thought, well, maybe we could do a VR on visualizing the text as a cathedral. And I don't know, if you want to learn about virtue, then you have to fly into this direction. Or if you want to learn about bravery, you have to. There are these personal, positive virtues that St. Thomas Aquinas talks about, and you could do something like that. And for that, you actually need topic modeling. So you need to find word vectors within the text, which again is NLP, and it's machine learning. So you can do a little or you can do a lot with this. Ask me about after 36 hours of being awake, and I can imagine you anything. Okay, please, no resorting to mind-altering practices here. Please take care of yourselves. Okay, I think that's it from us. Thank you for a wonderful week. Please help the others, pass on the information if you see somebody being lost or being new. Please be kind and very welcoming. You are all amazing. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to be moving from Oxford to Oxford, about 2 miles away from here. So lots of boxing and lots of things happening. And if you are in the UK, I hope you can make tomorrow's event, which will be in Cutslow Park by the playground, and it will be inner coding. So we do about 20-minute yoga and 20-minute meditation together, and 20 minutes of talking. And after that, we can, if you bring your own lunch, we can have a little brown bag lunch together, picnic in the park. And after that, for me, it's moving boxes from one place to the next. Love you all. Thank you for the amazing volunteers. All of you volunteer leadership team, you are unbelievably great. Thank you for all of those also who started helping out with little tasks here and there. And you're just amazing. So please check out the events tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will see you at Inner Coding. Thank you. This was Ilona Budapesti, Chief Storyteller of 1 Million Women to Tech, broadcasting to you live from Oxford, UK. Goodbye.